Pathetic update from my sad ex. That's what Jake posted with the screenshot of my Instagram story. The coffee shop buzzed around me, laptops clicking, steam hissing from the espresso machine. I could see his followers already commenting, laughing at my basic barista life. My hands trembled as I closed the app. No response, no defense. I slipped my phone into my apron pocket, wiped down another table, and chose dignity over drama. 20 minutes later, the bell chimed and Jake walked in with his smirk. Then he saw who was sitting in the corner booth. Here's what happened next. The morning rush at Grind Coffee had just ended when I posted the story. Nothing dramatic, just me behind the counter with the caption, "Living my truth, one latte at a time." I'd been working there for 3 months since leaving our shared apartment, rebuilding my life one shift at a time. The pay wasn't much, but the work felt honest in a way my relationship with Jake never had. I should have known he'd see it. Jake monitored my social media like a hawk, screenshot anything that made him look bad. We'd broken up 6 months ago when I finally got tired of being his emotional punching bag. He called it being realistic about my potential. I called it emotional abuse disguised as tough love. Growing up, I'd always been the girl who believed love meant sacrifice. Give up your dreams, they said, for the right person. Jake seemed right at first, confident, successful, the kind of man who knew what he wanted. What he wanted was someone small enough to make him feel big. For 2 years, I shrunk myself to fit his vision. Quit my marketing job because he said it made me too independent. Stopped seeing friends because they filled my head with feminist nonsense. Traded my ambitions for his approval, thinking that's what partnership looked like. The last fight was about a business plan I'd written in secret. A small marketing consultancy, nothing threatening. I'd left it open on my laptop by accident. He found it and laughed for a full minute. "Sweetheart," he'd said, "you can barely handle making coffee. What makes you think you can run a business?" That night, I packed one suitcase and left. No dramatic speech, no ultimatum. Just the quiet realization that I'd rather be alone than disappear completely. Working at Grind wasn't my endgame, but it gave me space to breathe. My coworker Maria became a friend, then a confidant. The regulars knew my name. I started sketching business ideas during slow afternoons, building something real instead of performing someone else's fantasy. Then came the Instagram story that changed everything. I was restocking cups when my phone exploded with notifications. Comments pouring in on Jake's post. "Yikes, dodged a bullet there bro." From girlfriend to coffee girl, rough. At least she's working, I guess. The screenshot showed my story, but Jake had added his own caption, "Pathetic update from my sad ex. Guess some people peak in high school. Hashtag glowdown, hashtag dodged a bullet." My face burned. Customers were staring. Maria rushed over, having seen my expression crumble. "What happened?" I showed her the post. Her jaw tightened. "That piece of garbage. You should report this." "It doesn't matter," I said, though my hands were shaking. "He wants a reaction. I won't give him one." But it did matter. Every laugh emoji felt like a slap. Every shared story spread the humiliation wider. Jake had weaponized my healing against me, turned my progress into his punchline. I was spiraling when Maria grabbed my shoulders. "Listen to me. You know who's coming in at 2, right?" I blinked. "What?" "Your consultation. The one you've been preparing for all week." My stomach dropped. Sarah Chen, the tech entrepreneur who'd reached out about marketing strategy for his startup. I'd forgotten completely in the chaos of Jake's post. This was supposed to be my first real freelance meeting, a chance to prove I could build something on my own. "I can't," I whispered. "Not like this. Not when everyone's laughing at me." Maria's eyes flashed. "You're going to let that loser sabotage your future? After everything you've survived?" She was right. I splashed cold water on my face, reapplied concealer, and tried to focus. Sarah Chen was successful, connected, exactly the kind of client who could change everything. I couldn't let Jake's cruelty derail this opportunity. At 1:58, I was arranging papers in the corner booth when the bell chimed. I looked up expecting to see Adrian, young tech guy, probably in a hoodie and jeans. Instead, Jake strutted through the door, phone already out, recording. "Thought I'd grab a coffee from my ex," he announced loudly. "See how the mighty have fallen." The cafe went quiet. Every customer turned to watch. My heart hammered against my ribs. He'd come to humiliate me in person, create content for his followers. "One medium coffee," he said, leaning against my counter. "And maybe some career advice? You seem to have experience with downgrading." I kept my voice steady. "That'll be $3.50. He laughed. "Come on, babe. Where's the personality? The fire? Oh right, you never had any." The door chimed again. I glanced over and froze. Adrian Chen walked in, but not the Adrian I'd imagined. This man was older, distinguished, wearing a perfectly tailored suit that probably cost more than my monthly rent. He scanned the room, found me behind the counter, and smiled. Jake was still performing for his phone camera. This is what happens when you aim too high, folks. Reality check hits hard. "Excuse me," Adrian said, approaching the counter. His voice carried authority that made Jake's bravado sound hollow. "I'm looking for Sofia Martinez. I believe we have a meeting." The blood drained from Jake's face. He knew that name, everyone in business did. Adrian Chen, founder of 3 successful startups, angel investor, the kind of man Jake pretended to be on LinkedIn. "That's me," I said, finding my voice. "Mr. Chen, thank you for coming." Adrian's eyes flicked to Jake, who was still recording but looking confused. "Is this gentleman bothering you?" "Not anymore," I said firmly. Jake lowered his phone. "Wait, you're Adrian Chen?" "The Adrian Chen?" Adrian ignored him completely. "Sophia, shall we sit? I've reviewed your proposal and I'm impressed." "Very impressed." We moved to the corner booth. Jake stood frozen at the counter, his entire performance crumbling. I could see him frantically Googling Adrian's net worth, realizing exactly how badly he'd miscalculated. "Your strategy for customer acquisition is brilliant," Adrian continued, spreading my documents on the table. "I'd like to discuss a 6-month contract. The retainer alone would be more than most people make in a year." My hands trembled as I opened my notebook. This was really happening. The business plan Jake had mocked, the dreams he'd crushed, were about to become reality. From the corner of my eye, I saw Jake approach our table. "Sophia, can we talk?" Adrian looked up, expression cold. "I'm sorry, who are you?" I was. Jake stammered. "We used to date." "Ah." Adrian's voice could have frozen coffee. "The ex-boyfriend from the social media post. The one mocking her work ethic." Jake went pale. "You saw that?" A colleague forwarded it to me with quite a bit of disgust. "Imagine my surprise discovering the woman you were ridiculing is the same brilliant strategist I'm here to hire." The cafe had gone silent again, but this time everyone was watching Jake squirm instead of me. "Look, that was just..." Jake started. "Harassment," Adrian finished. "The kind that could damage someone's professional reputation. Fortunately, Sophia's work speaks for itself." He turned back to me. "Now, about the contract terms." For the next hour, we discussed strategy, timelines, and numbers that made my head spin. Jake lingered near the counter, watching his ex-girlfriend negotiate a deal that dwarfed his annual salary. When Adrian finally left, he shook my hand. "Welcome to the team, Sophia. Your first project starts Monday." The door closed behind him, leaving me alone with Jake and 30 witnesses to his humiliation. "Soph," Jake said quietly. "I didn't know you were successful." I finished. "Capable? Worth something?" Yeah, I know what you didn't know. He stepped closer. Come on, don't be like this. We could try again. I could help with your business. I laughed, surprising myself. Help? The way you helped before? By telling me I wasn't good enough? I was trying to protect you from failure, he said desperately. I was being realistic. No, I said. You were being afraid. Afraid I'd succeed without you and prove you were never necessary. His face twisted. You think you're better than me now? I don't think about you at all. The words hit like a physical blow. Jake's whole identity was built on being important, being needed, being feared. My indifference was worse than any insult. He pulled out his phone. I'm deleting the post. Don't bother, I said. Leave it up. Let everyone see the difference between who you thought I was and who I actually am. Jake left without another word. I watched him through the window, shoulders hunched, swagger gone. He'd come to humiliate me and instead humiliated himself. Maria appeared beside me. Girl, did that really just happen? I think it did. My phone buzzed. A notification from Instagram. Jake had deleted his post, but the screenshots were already circulating. New caption: when you mock your ex, but she's out here closing deals with millionaire investors. The comments were different now. She glowed up. Imagine being this pressed about your successful ex. Tell me you're intimidated without telling me. I closed the app. Their opinions didn't matter anymore, the mockery or the praise. That night, I sat in my small apartment with Adrian's contract on my coffee table. 6 months, enough money to quit the coffee shop, enough credibility to build something lasting. The business plan Jake had laughed at was about to become my reality. My phone rang. Mom's contact photo filled the screen. Honey, I saw what happened online. Are you okay? I smiled. I'm better than okay, Mom. I'm free. What happened with Jake today? Was perfect, I finished. He showed everyone exactly who he is. And more importantly, I showed them who I am. After we hung up, I walked to my window. The city sparkled below, full of possibility. 6 months ago, Jake had convinced me I was nothing without him. Tonight, I was signing a contract that proved the opposite. Sometimes the best revenge isn't planning elaborate payback. It's becoming so successful that your hater's opinion becomes irrelevant. Jake thought he was destroying me with that post. Instead, he announced to the world that his ex was working hard while he was trolling social media. The universe has a sense of humor. When my ex mocked my new life online, I didn't fight back. I just kept building. When he walked into my coffee shop to humiliate me, the most successful man in the room was there to offer me a job. They say living well is the best revenge. I say living authentically is better. When you stop performing for people who don't matter, you make room for opportunities that do. If someone from your past is trying to make you feel small, remember this: their opinion of your journey says everything about them and nothing about your destination. Have you ever had an ex try to sabotage your success? Tell me how you handled it.